Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi thumma amma ba'd. Brothers, in life, we go through 4 different states. Every day, each one of us. We are either in a blessing, so we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are either in a hardship, so we have to persevere and supplicate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're maybe in a worship, I hope. So in that case, we ask Allah for more. Mazid min al-ta'at, or we're either in a sin, and in that case we have to repent and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness immediately. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ وَإِن كُنَّا لَمُبْتَلِينَ. And Allah also said, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. يفتنون يعني يبتلون يمتحنون. وقال ربنا ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين. And I said before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never said by what. بشر الصابرين بماذا? Allah never said so. Never said by what. So I'm going to talk about the hardship. Brothers, know if hardships are coming to you from every angle and you can't stop them. Maybe a sickness and a disease, or an elderly sickness for parents, maybe in behavior of children, maybe a rizq, al-awlad, al-mal, al-amal. If you see all hardships are coming towards you, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not abandon you. Allah will not leave you. Allah lan yakhdulak. Allah lan yuslimak. Allah lan yatrukak. Some scholars used to say, when the hardship comes, one should say, Assalamu ala shi'ar al-salihin. Hada shi'ar al-salihin aqbal. Welcome to the symbol of the righteous people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yastafi man yasha. Mata yasha. It is possible that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the hardship that to us, it may appear it's for a bad cause, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is delivering it for a good cause. Maybe it's to put someone back on the right path. Maybe someone will misuse his rizq or additional money that comes his way in al-ma'siyah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might tighten it until that person gets it, have the eyes and have the basira to understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يُعِزُّ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيُذِلُّ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. What did Allah say after that? بِيَدِهِ الْخَيْرُ. الْخَيْرُ كُلُّهُ لِلَّهِ. There is something very interesting. And the other day I was reciting, and it's the first time I've actually noticed it, and I went to search on it. In the verses that we all know. So Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, قال له ربنا اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to Fir'aun, he's a dictator. The interesting was the ask that Musa alayhi salam asked. Musa alayhi salam said what we all know. Any student can most probably recite it before their test. I basically recite it when I go to meet someone with a position of authority over me. Even sometimes the imam in the Jum'ah sermon, they say it at the minbar. Musa alayhi salam said, رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِسَانِي يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي وَاجْعَل لِي وَزِيرًا مِّنْ أَهْلِي هَارُونَ أَخِي اشْدُدْ بِهِ أَزْرِي وَأَشْرِكْهُ فِي أَمْرِي. وفي رواية أشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. These are 9 asks. Normally, anyone who basically is going to meet someone who is... So Musa alayhi salam is going to meet someone who's at least protected by 1,000 men. Fir'aun, he's protected in his own castle, in his own pyramid maybe. He has walls around him, people with swords, people that his army, they're willing to protect. It only makes sense that Musa alayhi salam would ask, oh Allah, grant me victory over Fir'aun. But he didn't. SubhanAllah. He never asked for victory. Why? Because Allah asked him to go to Fir'aun. So it is understood that you are given the victory. You are given the victory. Allah will not abandon you. Allah will not leave you. لن يسلمك, لن يخذلك. So he asked for nine wishes, 9 prayers. These 9 prayers are for him to use when meeting Fir'aun and to use for the long term. And Allah gave him all 9. قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى. Very simple. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. If any one of us walks into the, what do they call it, diwan, of a king of a dunya, and this king tells us, or tell me, أبشر, tam, one word. Allah, we leave feeling that we have owned the world. How about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Musa, قَدْ أُوتِيتَ سُؤْلَكَ يَا Musa. Some of the scholars of tafsir said that Harun alayhi salam at this time was not in Egypt, he was in Palestine. So Jibreel alayhi salam descended from the 7th sky with the order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go to Harun and to order him to go meet Musa at the doors of Fir'aun. All because of a prayer. The reason I mentioned the story is just to solidify when someone is faced with a hardship and when the doors are closed and where you're knocking all the doors of people and you see that people are not helping, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to hear your voice. Whoever closed the doors in your face kept one door open, his door, because he wants you to come to him. He wants you to come and he wants to hear your voice. اللهم يا من لا يشغله سمع عن سمعه ولا تغلطه كثرة المسائل ولا يتذمر بإلحاح عباده الملحين عليه ارزقنا كرم إجابتك والقرب منك يا الله. نفعني الله وإياكم بهذا. سبحان الله والحمد لله وأستغفر الله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. جزاكم الله خير.